What's good? What's good this morning? Checking in real quick. We're gonna make this fairly brief. I know it's Saturday morning, people getting up and getting ready to go into their place of business. I know it's Saturday morning, so if you're in the automotive industry, you are definitely waking up and on your way going into your store. So we're gonna give it a little bit to let people check on in, chime on in. But in this video, what we're gonna be talking about is two very powerful words that you can use at your store immediately that will help you close more deals. And the thing about it is these two words that are rarely used. And as we talk about this very briefly, make sure that you check in and let me know who you are, what store you with or what brand you promote. And remember to hit that like button when we come in so we can get more of our people that's in the business hearing what's going on. So let me know who you are. Let me know you in the building, that you're here. And I definitely will make sure that that I shout you out. But two powerful words that when you're going into your store this morning that you can use that will help you really level the playing field. Number one, think about this. When people come into a store, you ever notice that how it gets so routine and we do things every day so often that it becomes extremely challenging to stay motivated at the store? What's up, Nick? How you doing? Ford Lincoln of Cookville. Glad to see you in the building. Who else we got? Matthew, what's up, man? World Hyundai out there in Chicagoland. On the way to work right now, checking in. I appreciate that, man. Getting that good motivation in before you go in there and rock out today. Plus, it's the end of the month. So I know at y'all stores probably, I want to be politically correct, so I can't say what I would usually say, all to the wall, probably high pressure going on. So as you listen to what I'm about to talk about in this video, this will really help you out. Like I was saying, every day we get to do things so often that it becomes just another deal. And one thing you want to keep in mind is that to you and I, it's just another deal, right? Because we do it every day. But you have to remember, we have no idea how long it took for this person to be able to save up their money, build up their credit. They might have been paying fraction finance for 3 or 4 years before they got a chance to come into your store and do business. It may be the first vehicle they're buying after buying a house, the first vehicle they're buying after getting married, having a child, whatever it is, okay? So when these people are coming in, they're nervous about doing business with us, but they're excited about coming in there to make this purchase. And y'all got to excuse this blue tint going on right now. I don't know what's going on with my dog on camera, but they're excited about coming in there dealing with you. Make sure y'all remember, hit that like button and let me know who you are and what store you with so I can shout you out. But they're excited. Now to us, we done work with 20, 30, 40 different people this month. A lot of them weren't able to qualify to buy. Some people walked out and didn't buy. So to us, it's just another deal. But always remember that when these folks are coming in and they're giving us the opportunity, they really feel like they're doing us a service, in which they are. They're giving us an opportunity to earn their business. And in exchange for us providing them with high level service and value, guess what? We get a chance to be compensated and make some money. If you're just coming in, tap in the chat, let me know who you are, what store you with. And also make sure y'all hit that like button for me. I see we got people in the building, but the likes haven't went up. And the likes are important because it just helps other people that's in the automotive industry get a chance to see what's going on. So these folks are coming in and they're excited to be able to do business with you. They're coming in to make this purchase, right? And there's two words that we very rarely use when we're dealing with people, that if you start using these words, they will transform how people engage with you. The first word is thank you. Now that might seem so mundane. You might say it to your mother, to your grandmother, but really stop and think about this. When was the last time when a guest came into your store, when you went out and shook their hand and greeted them in, that you truly and sincerely said, I just want to thank you so much for stopping in and just giving me an opportunity to help you? Do you realize how powerful that is? One, you've just told this person, expressed your appreciation for this person. You just thanked this individual. And when was the last time somebody ever thanked you and you got pissed at them? It doesn't happen. And so what it does, if they go to, and now, you might not notice, I don't know how long you've been in the business or what store you at, but when most people go into dealerships, there is zero lack of appreciation. As a matter of fact, most people that work in stores act like the customers should just be so grateful to be there. But in reality, they can take their money, their credit, and their business and go anywhere they want. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, man. I see we got people in, and share your name and what store you with so I can make sure I acknowledge you. But they go to 9 out of 10 stores, and the dealerships will act like these people owe them something for coming in. And it's the other way around. The fact that they showed up, folks, they could have been anywhere else in the world, but they there with you at your store, giving you the opportunity to earn their business. So we owe it to them to do our best to be the best, to give them the greatest experience that they could possibly have if they were buying a vehicle. And I'm not talking about greatest experience in life. I'm talking about if you had to go to a dealership and you had to buy a vehicle, I want to make sure that you're happy that you're doing it with me. And so the way that you set that tone is from the outset. When you go out and greet them, hey, welcome to ABC dealership. I just want to say thank you so much for stopping in. You made an excellent choice, and I really do appreciate you coming by. Imagine what that does. That separates you from everybody else. Because 9 out of 10 are not going to do the small thing from the beginning with the handshake and just say, hey, thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to help you. I'm going to make this the best possible experience that I can. Make sure y'all hitting that like button if you're just coming in and share with me who you are. Now imagine what that person, how that person feels when you say, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate you for stopping by. You made an excellent choice. I'm going to do everything I can to help you. A, you've thanked them and showed them your appreciation. B, you've acknowledged their intelligence by telling them they made a good choice. And you've just set the tone by letting them know, I'm going to do everything I can to make this the best possible experience I can for you. Powerful, powerful. So don't wait till later. You started off after you shake their hand and you greet them and you bringing them in. Sincerely look them in their eye, not while you're walking in front of them, going to the door. Not looking around in the parking lot. You look that person in the eye because you know what they say, the eyes are the windows to the soul. So when you want to make a connection with somebody, you look them dead in the eye and let them know, hey, listen, I really stopping by. You made an awesome choice, and I greatly appreciate you giving me the opportunity to help you. I'm going to do everything I can to make this the best possible experience I can for you. Boom, tone set. Okay, so thank you, showing that appreciation, and use thank you throughout the process. When they give you certain piece of information, hey, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Now, you don't want to get crazy with it, but you want to utilize it. The very second one is please. Now, these are things that we're taught from when we're little, but think about it. When we become adults, we get involved in this dog-eat-dog world, especially in automotive sales. Those type of little nuances, those little things of appreciation. Hell, when was the last time your managers at your store told you please and thank you? And so it's very hard for us to kind of do that with other people. Make sure if y'all in here, hit that like button. Hit, you know what I'm saying, hit that notification, hit that like button so we can get more people up and let me know who you are. But when was the last time your management told you thank you or please? What's up, John Jones? First in car sales started this month, going great. Clear Lake Subaru. Appreciate you in the house, man. I hope you hit that like button. But you want to say please. Hey, listen, folks, please help me out. Help me understand something. When you say please before anything you're about to ask the customer to do, it really sets the stage. Think about yourself. If somebody comes to you and saying, hey, would you please do this? Are you a lot more likely to do it if they say, hey, do this? The word please does something to us as human beings. It really softens our defenses, and it really lets us know this person, A, they have some manners, they're being respectful. It increases the likelihood of me being willing to do what it is that they like me to do. Okay, so the two powerful words for you to start implementing right now is thank you. And you can thank a person right from the outset when you're greeting them and you bringing them inside. Hey, thank you folks for coming. I greatly appreciate you giving me the opportunity to help you. You made an excellent choice, and I'm gonna do everything I can to make this the best possible experience I can for you. That sets the tone. So you want to thank them from the beginning. And then throughout, as you're talking with them, when they give you certain pieces of private information, thank them for that. You're a stranger to them, and they're willing to share stuff with you. Thank them. And when there's something that you want from them, be willing to use please. Hey, folks, please help me understand. Hey, folks, do me a favor. Please let me know where it is that you're hoping to be around for your monthly payment. Please help me understand some, folks, so I can explain to my manager, what is it that's keeping you all from making a decision? When you say please before you ask them something, when you say please, when you need certain pieces of information from them, it increases the likelihood of getting it. Hey, folks, if you're just coming in, make sure y'all hit the like button and share with me who you are, what store you with, so I can make sure y'all acknowledge you. I appreciate y'all checking in. What's up, Mac Minister 22, Chevy? I can't say the last part, but Chevy. But make sure you guys, when you go out to greet that person, hey, thank you folks for stopping in. I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to help you. You've made an awesome choice. I'm gonna do everything I can to make this as positive as possible. And when you need certain pieces of information, say please. Hey folks, do me a favor. Please help me understand something so I explain to my manager. Please, folks, share with me exactly where you're hoping to be at with your monthly budget. It will help you out and turn things around. Okay. Now in the description, a lot of you that are on here right now, what's up, Dustin Harris, Mike Smith, Honda, and Beaumont? A lot of you on here are very familiar with it. I got a message from a lady named Desiree, and I want to give her last name, but Desiree. And if you look at one of my previous videos, she got comments on it, but she sent me a message. She downloaded the Ultimate Online Sales Training Program last week. She was at 2 deals for the month of July, struggling. She was down and out. You know what I'm saying? She didn't think she was going to make a paycheck. She was hurting. And she downloaded the Ultimate Online Sales Training Program. Matter of fact, I will share her name. It's Desiree Diaz. And within 1 week's time, she closed 10 deals. She went from 2 to 10, which is why I said, let me share this lady's name so folks know it's real. Folks, inside of this, if you're on your way to your dealership and you know for a fact that even what you just heard me say this morning is something that you know, that you say, man, you know what? I really want to get these word tracks down, because saying thank you and please, think about how simple those things are, but think about how rarely they're ever used. When you go to greet that person, hey, thank you folks for stopping in. I really do appreciate you giving me a chance to help you. I'm going to do everything I can to make this the best possible experience for you. You made an awesome choice. Then make sure y'all hit that like button. We got all these people in here and I'm only at 3 likes. Come on, folks. I don't ask for donations, none of that, but likes are extremely important. But at the same time, so you go out and you thank them for coming. You show them your appreciation. You acknowledge their intelligence by telling them that they made an awesome choice. And you set the stage by letting them know, I'm going to do everything I can to make this the best possible experience for you. That's powerful. And then when you're sitting down, any piece of information you want to get from a customer, always make sure you preface it with please. Your mama always taught you, say thank you. Say please. But when we become adults, especially in that automotive industry, there's so much cursing and negativity that go on at a dealership. It amazes me how any individual that works at a dealership, I hear people say stuff like this to me. Boy, Brian, you know what, man, once I start making some money, I'm really going to start, investing in my skills and get myself together. And I look at them and I literally, if I'm in front of them, I grab them and I say, listen to what you just said. Once you start making money, is when you'll start investing in your skills. That is bass backwards. 2, you invest in your skills to start making money. See, people believe that when I got to this level that it was all about now is when you have some money and you want to start doing something. No, folks, you don't realize something. I can remember back when I was working, I started at Coggin Chevrolet in Jacksonville, Florida. I can remember being broke as hell. But I knew I got sick and tired of coming into that damn place. I knew that those guys that was selling around there wasn't doing it right. I just didn't feel good about the way they was teaching me to do things. I didn't want to be shady. I didn't want to be lying to nobody. My managers were too busy to ever help me. As a matter of fact, they wouldn't get their lazy asses off the desk unless it was a lay down deal. And if they did, they would come out there, give away all of my doggone money. And then I got to sit up there and do all of this paperwork. And I got pissed about it. Or somebody else will come in there and say 2 words. Next thing you know, I got a split deal. I got sick of it. My wife, with my kids, people that knew me would look at me and say, dude, you're doing 70 hours a week and you made $2,100 this month? You making less than people than me now. I got tired of that, but I knew going to work a typical 9 to 5 just wasn't in my DNA. And so I can remember I had got one of my draw checks and the draw check was $500. Now I had rent due, car note due, I had all of those things due. But I remember something that I heard a man tell me years ago. He said, short-term pain for long-term gain. He said, sometimes, Brian, you got to see bigger than a temporary problem. He said, see, people will do something to fix, make a permanent decision to fix a temporary problem. It's like your bills due. Guess what? Your rent due is going to be your rent going to be due next month. Your car note due, so it's going to be due next month. That's not going to ever change probably for the rest of your life. You got to eat every day. You got to use your phone. You got to have a phone every day. It's never going to change. So when people have this illusion of one day when things get better, and they don't get better until we make them better. And so I remember from that $500 check, I took $300. And please believe that was not a very popular decision in my household when I did it. Because here I am left with $200. I got 2 weeks left in the month. We got 2 vehicles, very little gas, 3 kids to feed food. But I knew in my heart that if I took that money and invested to go to that, it was a live sales training program by this gentleman named Bud LaBorge. And I knew that if I went, that somehow it would make it to where I would make money. I went and did it, and folks, I never looked back. And so in the chat over there and in the description of this video, there is a link over, and where there's programs, and y'all know I travel all around the United States, been selling by dealerships, by sales training from me all day, every day. It's what I do. But what I've done, I've taken programs that I've sold for $1,000 because I had so many people saying, Brian, man, things are hard. I want to do it, but can you help me out? So what I did, I said, okay, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. So I said, I'll take the program and I'll make it so easily accessible that if you don't get it, when I say you, meaning that person, if you don't get it just because you're lazy and you're weak, because you can't tell me you can't invest $100, $97 in yourself to get over 10 hours worth of audio, video, word tracks, how to utilize Facebook, how to use YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, how to take a customer from a greeting and get them into that doggone vehicle. And not just the steps, but the psychology behind it. If you've been following everything that I do, like I see one person that's talking about drop for 5 months, you should be one of the first people that's downloading that doggone ultimate online sales training program. There's no reason for you to be there. And I know it's not your fault. Oh, for 6 months, drop for 5 months as a dream. No, man, there's no reason. Your management, they didn't do what they needed. What's up, Spencer, Asbury, Great Daniels, Ford, and Brandon, Mississippi? Hey, man, talk to them. I'll come through. But if somebody's in the draw, if you know you're living in the draw, do you think it's ever going to get better? And think about it like this. When we go to that 9 to 5, you know what you're going to get paid there. So you're really not going to be able to make more. At least doing this, you have an opportunity to give yourself a pay raise anytime you feel like it. And so before you quit and jump out and say, yeah, I did the car business, it was a tough racket, taking a shot and hitting the weed, give yourself a fighting chance. Invest in yourself. And I know everybody online is asking people to buy this and buy that and buy this, but trust, if you've ever listened and watched anything I've ever put out, have the things that you've heard me say made sense? Do they resonate inside of you? And when it resonates, you know it's real. Click that link in the description. Literally for 10 cents on the dollar, you get access to information that I literally provide to people for thousands. Managers weren't helping. That's why he left. That's so common. And so if you're waiting on somebody to come and save your sinking ship, you will drown. I've been where you are, and I want you to be where I am. And I'm not talking about traveling around speaking and training in a position to where I have honed and I have built my skills up to the level to where I sold my way out of that dealership. And now those who used to be in leadership are my clients. Those that are still in leadership are my clients now. The men and women who own these corporations, I sit across the table and we do business now. Where I was once just an ignorant young, dude that was running around the dealership like a chicken with his head cut off, putting in all these hours. What I call it is swapping hours for dollars. You deserve better. Your family deserves better. So while we on here, let's throw some questions out there. Let's see what I could do to help you out while we on here. Now, if you're driving, do not try to type and drive, please. And I'm serious about that. It may seem cliche, but one thing I will tell you is that all of you who are on these videos, all of y'all who are in this community, all of you whose names I recognize, I truly deep down in my heart have a love for you because I know you better than you think I do. Because like I said, I am you. I've been there. I know that struggle. I know that pain where you come in and you're so excited about it, but you still got that negative in the back of your head because for years, we ourselves think negative about people that do it. Now here we are becoming one of the shady, sleazy liars. And so really mentally, we're dealing with a disconnect. We got the negative stuff that we thought for years, but now we want people to see us positive when we didn't even see people that do what we do positive at one time. We call that stinking thinking, and you have to reprogram it, which is why in that same program, I have over 100 success tips. It's 10 videos that you can listen to every day that keep you driven every day. And then outside of that, let's think about why people are afraid when they have to go talk to customers. We're afraid because we don't know what to say. You ask the manager and he throws out some crazy shit at you that you say, there is no way I'm gonna go sit down and say that to these people. These people have been nice. They haven't done anything rude to me. There's no reason for me to be rude to them. You know why? Because it's not their money to lose, it's yours. And so why would you trust somebody else to load your lips, even though the money is going and risk your money that could take care of your family? Don't do it. The greatest movie, your favorite movie that stimulates you, get you excited, make you laugh, make you cry. You know what all of those actors got in advance? A script. But yet they took those words, they memorized it, they internalized it. And when they projected it in front of that screen, they personalized it. They personalized it to the point that you felt emotional ties knowing, but it's just a movie. Sales is the same way. When you know what to say and you've memorized it, your confidence goes to the next level because you're prepared. I watch Kobe Bryant. I listen to motivational videos every day. And what Kobe said is the reason why he became the best wasn't because he was more skilled. He put in more work. The reason why there was men who were 20 years older than me at my store when I started, and I've literally gone into their dealerships to train them when they used to clown me as a grapey, is because I am driven. I was willing to invest and read the books. I was willing to do the training. I was willing to take it serious. Therefore, I live better than the average man. And so if you are looking to improve your life and increase your circumstances, if you're not willing to invest in you, how the hell you expect anybody else to invest in you? If you don't love you enough or like you enough to say, damn, Brian's right. Paying this rent, that's to the landlord. Paying this car note, that's to the manufacturer. Spending money on Netflix that doesn't give you shit back is insane. But yet when I ask a person, what's the last book you invested in you? What's the last course you invested in you? And guess what? You only invest the $97 once, but it's with you for life. You download it and you own it. You can come back to it whenever you want. And the beautiful thing about it is that when people are downloading this program, they're literally in the very first part of the sales training manual that does come with it too. They're able to take it, implement it right away. Bam. If you look, again, I don't know if y'all follow YouTube comments on any of my videos. One guy, matter of fact, I got my phone right here. And let me see if I can hold it up to the camera to let you see a text I got. Now, he was insane for texting me at 2:58 in the morning. Let's see if it shows the time, if you can see that. I got a text from this gentleman. Let's see. It was, I don't know if it shows. No, it's not going to show. It was 2:58. God, dog it. It's 2, right. 2:58 in the morning. Hello, Brian. Just wanted to let you know that I have been using your closing techniques and they are working. Keep those videos and those trainings coming, my brother. And I told you about Desiree. So if you struggling, just because it's the end of the month don't mean shit, don't mean don't go get it. Now, you know, think about it. If you spend $14, $15 a month on Netflix, at the end of the year, you're going to be to spend about $130, $140. And you know what you got? Nothing, because you got to pay them again the next month in order to keep the service. Stop paying Netflix to see if they'll keep letting you stream movies. They won't. But you can invest in yourself. And you can come back to it and use it anytime you want to. If you have children, why not let your kids listen to the 100 Success Tips with you? It's 1 through 10. It's 10 of them on every video. And you can play it through Bluetooth in your car. See, the beautiful thing about audio and video, it all plays through the Bluetooth. No matter if you can't see it visually, you can still hear it. Imagine if your children or your spouse is being reinforced with the positive things. Now your support system, as you go into the dealership, dealing with those tough days, they have a better way that they can deal with the situation. Think about when they listen to the sales process as far as what you're doing. Wouldn't it behoove them too to be able to sell their way into a better career, your spouse sell their way into another position, or even get a better understanding or an understanding of what it is that you do? You see, you have to level the playing field. You have to make sure the people in your household have the tools they need to be there for you. And you have to make sure you have the tools to do what you need to do to make sure that you can maximize your ability and your skills. Remember something, it's not the skill of the man, it's the will of the man or woman that gets them to the finish line. There are people that are far more skilled than I am. I don't really believe that, but there are people that are very skilled in the sales game. But I outwork their ass. You know why? Because if it's 1,000 books I got to read, I'll do it. 1,000 hours of audio I got to listen to, I'll do it. 1,000 hours of video, I'll watch it. Damn it, why not? Because that small sacrifice of my time is what gives me the opportunity to travel like I do, live like I do, while I watch other people pissed off that they're going into the place they hate. I realize that the grass is never greener on the other side. The grass is greener where I fertilize it at and where I make sure it got sunlight at. And that's what's real. This is my life, and nobody's going to care more about me eating and prospering than me. And nobody will care more about you than you. Your mother, your father, your kids, nobody. And so if you don't feel like you're important enough to invest in, or if you ain't willing to go through the fire, so what? You drop 100 and you only got 100 left. You make it back. One deal fixes all of that, and it pays for itself. But you know, one thing about me, if you've been following me long enough, I come straight. I don't get out here and do this bubblegum shit and tell everybody, oh, it's sunshine and roses at the dealership and it's great. And everybody makes 100,000. Everybody don't. You know why? Because everybody ain't got it in them. Everybody has the ability. But some people say, well, you know, I got these deals, Brian. You just don't know. Shit, I don't know. Man, I was evicted out of my place at 24, 3 kids, car repossessed back in 2000. Credit was shit. I've been there. Nobody can talk to me about walking this road. Went to college, played basketball, NBA dreams fell by the wayside. Got into drinking, smoking, taking pills, all of that back then. And guess what? Here I stand before you now. Best-selling author of 3 books later, traveling all around the U.S., Used to sell 30 units, went to selling 30 units of money in my store. Now I get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to teach other people how to do it. And as opposed to you invest in thousands, even hundreds, I made it easy for you for actually less than that. Literally, if you base it out on 1 month for less than a Red Bull a day, you can take my brain, download it to your computer, and you can actually load your lips and prepare yourself to be better equipped to play the game. Okay? But this shit is real. Life tomorrow ain't promised. You want to live life as if tomorrow's not promised, but prepare yourself as if you're going to live forever. Live life as if tomorrow's not promised, but prepare as if you're going to live forever, if that makes sense. So be grateful for every day, and whatever it is you're doing, you do it. You be in it at that moment, but you prepare for the long term, because you might live 50 more years. I hope you do. But if you are going to live 50 more years, I pray and I hope that you work your ass off to do it as prosperous as possible. And my rule of thumb is this: if a person tells me they're unable to afford doing something today, how can they possibly believe they're going to be able to afford to do it the next day if we're still doing the same stuff? You see, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So how can we expect ourselves to go up when our skills haven't gone up? How can we expect our paychecks and our bank account to go up when our value in ourselves hasn't gone up? How can we expect other people to invest in us when we don't invest in ourselves? You see, that's the trick. You want people to invest their money with you to buy a vehicle, but you won't invest your money in you to help you learn how to help more people buy vehicles. You see that dynamic? You see how crazy that is? Now, I guarantee you, most of the top producers at dealerships around the country, and I meet a lot of them, their libraries are bigger than their TV. And most of the people that I see struggling the most and are the most financially strapped, their TVs are bigger than their libraries. Ask yourself, if you somebody, do you want to make more money? Hopefully you said yeah. Do you want to improve your life? Hopefully you said yeah. Now I'll ask you, what was the last book, training, video, audio that you invested in yourself to help you get there? And if the answer is none, you have to really ask yourself, how serious do you really want it? See, a lot of times people talk it and they sound smart to somebody dumb. But to somebody that's really out here getting it and grinding, we know a real one when we see one. And the real soldier knows that, you know what, tomorrow's not promised. But I do know if it's going to be beautiful, it's going to be the way I want it to be. It's up to me to get it. And if I don't have the tools and the materials to build it, I need to find somebody that does. And once I find that person that has them, I need to take those tools and build the strongest foundation I can to build my house on. And I'm giving you the tools and the foundation to build your house. So in the description of this video, even in the chat, there's a link. But in the description of this video, there's a link. And all you have to do is click it and go look. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. But I assure you, you may look over there and say, damn, all of this for this? Shit, this is a steal. If I don't get it, I'm the idiot because the price is going back up. Come on, it's business. Price is going back up. By the end of July, it's done. It's going back up. And then when the price goes back up, people say, Brian, why are you doing that? This, that, and the other. Listen, man, I gave everybody an opportunity. At the end of the day, you can catch a fish for a person, they'll eat for a day. Or you can teach them to fish and they'll eat for life. I can give you these words and stuff on these videos that are free YouTube videos, and I do. But I could teach you how to fish in the programs. You see, I catch fish for you by coming on here in 5 and 10 minutes, giving you a good, powerful word track. But I teach you how to fish in the program. Learn how to fish. And if you don't feel like you want to get it for you, if you have children, do it for them. If you have a spouse, do it for them. If you have a mother that's dependent on you to help her pay her bills, do it for her. A father, do it for him. A grandmother, do it for her, but do it for him, for your grandfather. Whoever it is that you know depends on you for their livelihood. This is bigger than me. You see, when I was willing to take that 300 out of the 5 that I had, and I knew where it was not going to be popular in my house. And I knew what my friends, my homeboys said I was insane and that I was getting ripped off. Who's laughing now? I have the laugh. Because that small $300 investment I made nearly 20 years ago has yielded me literally millions of dollars 20 years later. Literally. literally. Because year after year, I make hundreds of thousands of dollars. But that small investment, that short-term pain for that long-term gain changed my life. And will yours too. I know you teetering back and forth on whether you should do it or whether you shouldn't. But ask yourself this: if you don't do it today, when it's really pennies on the dollar, when will you ever do it? When will you ever do it? And then the fact that you're sitting here watching this means that it's something that I say. It's some way that we connect, that you know that where I'm coming from and what I'm saying is real. And I'm talking directly to you. I've been you. I've been where you are. And trust me, it gets better. But it doesn't get better until we get better. You get what I'm saying? Your situation won't change until you change. Your money won't increase until you increase. Your place that you live in won't get bigger until you get bigger. Your car won't get better until you get better. And when we have children, we're the first superheroes our kids have. How can we tell our kids to work hard, grind, study, go for the gusto, but then as parents, we sit back scared as hell to make a move on things that can improve ourselves? We should be teaching our children, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. And you should be educating your children on the fact of the matter is you don't get anything out of life without giving. What's up, Jeff? Budget Car Sales in Columbus, Georgia. Thanks for checking in. You don't get anything out of life. As a matter of fact, there's a quote from one of the most popular books. I guarantee you've heard of it. But the quote says, it's better to give than to receive. That's not just a bumper sticker. And that's in one of the most popular and powerful books ever written. And it's called the Bible. It's called the Bible. You think they didn't know what they were talking about? It's better to give than to receive. So give to yourself. Give to yourself to increase your skill set, and you will receive the abundance that comes from it, y'all. And I come so sincere, man, because I know it's tough out here for people. I know that life is hard. But in life, if you do what's easy, your life is going to be hard. But if you do what's hard, your life does get easier, I promise. I promise. And so I just wanted to pop in this morning. I end up staying on for 30 minutes. Man, time flies when I'm on here with y'all, interacting and hanging out and kicking it. And I apologize, but dang, y'all gotta let me know when I got stuff all on my face and I'm here talking on the videos. But other than that, y'all, I'm about to check out of here, getting ready to hit the road here in a minute. But I wanted to pop in and talk to my family. Click that link in the description. Go on over and check it out. And the cool thing about it is once you get started, you and I work together every week, every Monday at 7:30. Personally, you're invited to private sessions that we have as far as where we help skill building. So it's not just downloading the information. You actually have access to a private session with myself where we really go over it and knock this thing out the park. Every week, Monday at 7:30, you'll get a link. It's not on YouTube at all. It's on a private platform that I have where I work with only people in the mastermind group. So click that link in that description. Check out everything I got for you over there. And remember, once you get started, every Monday at 7:30, you're invited to the private coaching session with me. And you and I work together, and we will increase your sales. We will increase your income. We will increase everything that's going on in your life. So click that link in that description or copy that link that I put over there as far as in the chat and go over and check it out. And when you get started, you will immediately be added. A, you're going to get an email from me. B, you're going to be added to the private sessions and you'll be invited. And we get together every Monday at 7:30. Now, the cool thing about it is if you're unable to make those 7:30 sessions, you will be emailed the replay of the session. So you'll always be up to speed with everything we worked on. And let me ask you this. If somebody told you to give them $100 and they would give you 60, 70, 80,000, would you do it? And the answer is yes. So guess what? For $100, I'm literally giving you access to information that can make you 60, 70, 80, 90, $100,000, not just 1 year, but for the rest of your life. And all it takes is a click. The fact that you watch these videos, the fact that you listen to the words I say, you feel where I'm coming from. You know that the information that I share works. And so if you think this works, imagine what's inside of that program. See, good information is cool, but great information is never free. But all I ever ask for is somebody have a little bit of skin in the game, because if I'm gonna take my time, no matter where I am in the country or different parts in the world, to spend time with people every Monday at 7:30, going over skill building, if I could invite everybody for free, but it wouldn't be appreciated as much. Knowing that these people have that very small skin in the game, guess what? Now I know I'm dealing with somebody that has the potential to be a rock star. So that's the only reason. Click that link in the description. Go on over, check it out, get started. Once you do, you'll get your email from me. You'll get your access to the private sessions that we have every Monday, 7:30. You'll be able to download all the materials immediately, and it's yours for life. So I have people ask me, like, they say, Brian, man, once I get it, how often can I use it? Every day, all day, for the rest of your life. One-time investment, lifetime gain. In a 30-day period, we're talking about in 30 days. If you did this right now, over the next 30 days, let's just say you didn't buy Red Bull or you didn't buy a cup of coffee. Let's just say you go into your store and saying one thing closes you one deal. Guess what? Not only did it pay for itself, probably even off a mini deal. If one thing in there helps you close a mini, it paid for itself. But guess what? You get a chance to benefit from it for however long you want to. Okay. And there's not many people out here doing it like that. Grant Cardone is charging people thousands of dollars for some video. They don't do these live streams with people like me. You got all these other guys that call themselves so-called gurus, but you never see them in any dealerships. You never see them in front of any classes. You check my pedigree. You see me all over the place everywhere. Why? Because it works. You think these stores want to pay me the money they pay me? No, they'd much rather keep it. But when it's good information, it's good information. So click the link in the description, go on over, check it out. And man, I just look forward to us working together. So all y'all that chimed in this morning, I appreciate everybody stopping in. Appreciate the love on the likes. And for those of you that's going to be watching it once the live is over, but you're watching this as far as on the replay on YouTube, you know, much love to you too. Appreciate you for watching. But y'all, hey, listen, man, click that link in the description. Go ahead and download it, everything. You can look at it while you're at your store. Why not? Download it and use it to close a deal today. The how to drive Facebook leads. You listen to it and start driving people from your Facebook today. Download it and read some from the training manual to help you close a deal today. Download it and listen to one of the videos to help you close a deal today. You can download this program, implement one thing, close a deal, and guess what? Whoa. For the rest of your life, you've got that information. And guess how much it cost you? Nothing, because it paid for itself. All right. But other than that, Brian Maxwell, I'm going to chime back in next time y'all talk to me. I'll probably be sitting in a hotel room somewhere. But other than that, folks, thank you for taking the time to spend with me. I really do appreciate you. And please click that link in the description. Go on over and check it out. And let's get started rocking and rolling. But again, other than that, I look forward to seeing y'all at the dealership. Over and out, team.